This is just a quick video. I want to show some art that has been sent to me over time. And I haven't got the pieces themselves. I've just got the artists' photographs of their pieces. But that's okay because they're great nonetheless. And one of the artists is from right here in Columbus, Jim Heilman, and he's been sending me some photographs in the last few months of salmon flies and other flies that he somehow makes. I'm not going to say carves. He somehow manufactures out of wood, and they're really remarkable. Jim is a fly fisherman, and Mad River Outfitters here in Columbus is actually selling some of his work, I believe. You'd have to contact them, and I'll leave a link below to a video they did with Brian Fleshig, the owner of Mad River Outfitters, and Jim. It's very interesting. I think you'd enjoy watching that. And I don't know. I'm going to show you Jim's. The first thing Jim sent me was the Bloody Butcher, and some of his work in wood, he has patterned after my flies, and I'm very flattered by that. I don't know that this is one of those, but I suspect it might be. And how Jim does any of this, I honestly don't know. The next one here is a Royal Coachman dry fly, and again, beautifully done. And here is a Royal Coachman wet fly, which this one he might have patterned after one of mine. I'm not positive, but I really like this one. Here's a Parmacini Bell, and you know how he has done the ribbing on this, for instance, and the floss and the tag on it. Just amazing. The butt on this thing is really cool, and he carves the hook itself out of wood too. Here is the Silver Doctor, and this is just unbelievable. And of course the golden pheasant crest. I don't know how you pull that off. I don't know what he's doing. I really don't want to know. Great art is best left to the imagination, I think. And here's his latest, Jock Scott. Again, completely out of wood. And absolutely love this stuff. So that's Jim Heil. Oh, there's one more here. Get the right picture up. This is his whole collection as it stands right now, and I'm sure he'll be doing more. This next piece is a sculpture done by a good friend of mine, Bill Weiser, who lives on San Juan Island. And Bill was a lawyer, but has also been an artist for quite some time, and does incredible sculptures, some very large works. I'm only going to show this one because Bill's website is fairly well locked down, and I don't know that he wants a lot of his work out there. But I had to show something from him. He's a lot of his work is centered around the outdoors, bears and salmon and Pacific Northwest stuff, and it's fairly incredible and beautiful stuff. And I hope you'll check out his website, because this piece, while I really love this, is just one example of many. And I also have a story, Bill and I fishing on the Saranac. Our junior year, we fished almost every day on the Saranac at Morrisonville together. And I fished dry flies, which was kind of stupid, but I was a dry fly purist. And Bill fished worms. He was a bait fisherman, and a really good one. He could dead drift a worm like you just couldn't believe. And he was a very successful fisherman. He's since taken up fly fishing and is a great fly fisherman as well. And that summer, Bill and I, some days Bill would have great days. I would say most days Bill would have great days, and I would catch no fish. And we fished from dawn till dusk. I mean, we fished all day long. Morrisonville was only 3 miles from my house. You could bicycle out there, no problem. So we got out there just all the time. And there were some days, though, where I did well. Maybe there was some rising fish that day, whatever. The dry flies were working for me, and I would catch fish, and Bill wouldn't do as well on those days. But at the end of the season, on the same day, and this would have been, I'm thinking late August, as I recall, when the fishing really isn't very good, we got in a very treacherous place on the far side of the river, right in Morrisonville. And there's deep holes there. And I'll never forget it. I saw this dimple appear on the surface of this slow-moving area. And I knew it was a big fish. And I put my dry fly, which was, thinking back, I don't know, it was either like a Hendrickson or a Quill Gordon or something that had, it was not an August fly at all. But at first cast, put it right on the fish. And lo and behold, the fish took. And I was beside myself. I knew it was a big fish. I knew it was a big fish just by the rise. I just knew it. And it was. But relatively speaking, I think the fish was 15 and a half inches when I finally got it in. And it took me, probably a half an hour to get it in. We were fishing like 1/4-pound test or something in those days, like the lightest leaders known to man that we could find. So I played that fish forever. And I called Bill over, and I was frantic, and I said, Bill, you got to net this fish for me. And Bill was agreeable, and he started to go after the fish, and I would try to get the fish in, and I couldn't quite get him in. And the fish would make another run, and finally at one point, Bill goes to net the fish and just sinks totally out of sight. He's gone. He stepped into a deep hole and it's disappeared. And he comes up and he's kind of, sputtering and swimming around. And I'm going, Bill, what are you doing? What are you doing? Bill could have drowned trying to net this fish. But, we had a fabulous summer. And I hope you'll check out Bill's work down below in the description, because the work he's doing as a sculptor is really something. The next artist is one she's on my website, Fran Friesen from British Columbia, and she contacted me a number of years back and sent me some astounding artwork that she's done on stones taken from British Columbia rivers. And, well, these will speak for themselves. Absolutely beautiful work. This is the Dunkeld, and I know this wasn't patterned after one of mine, though she claimed it was, because I've never tied a Dunkeld that's this good. I know that for a fact. But, you know, this is a rock she got out of the river. Here's the next one is the Durham Ranger. Just a beautiful rendition of this fly. And, you know, once again, I don't know what medium she's using, and I really don't care. It's beautiful stuff. Just painted on a rock. This is the Orange Parson, which is a fly I've never done. I don't do too many full wing flies, but again, a beautiful rendition. The fly that she patterned this after was great to start with, and her rendition of it is gorgeous. And finally, the Silver Doctor, and this is Kelson's Silver Doctor. And these are very accurate, and I think her work is wonderful. So that's my art for today. I hope to get working on a Jock Scott this coming week that I'll show you. But I've just been very busy getting ready for the Fly Fishers International show, among other things. I've got a lot going on right now, so it's hit or miss with the YouTube stuff, but we'll keep after it. See you in a bit, and thanks for watching.